What's up, y'all? This is TJ with the Boxing Syndicate. Welcome to another episode of Syndicate Talk. Just really here to chop it up with y'all about the fight week we got ahead next Saturday for Gervonta Davis and Hector Garcia. Great undercard ahead as well. Just wanted to go through the fights, chop it up with y'all, and see what y'all like. See what y'all agree with, what y'all don't agree with in the comments for real. Yeah, we can really just jump right into it. It's a great undercard. First off, we got Vito melnicki, great prospect, 13-1. 8 knockouts, not bad. He has Omar Rosales, 9-1-1. I think they're just trying to get him back on track and try to build him up real quick. He did have a loss, I think, 2 fights ago, 2 or 3 fights ago. He had a loss, so I think they're trying to kind of build his resume back up and see, he's going to be one of their prospects they're trying to really push. I think that's why they're putting him against somebody like Omar Rosales, who's 9-1-1. I'm expecting Vito to get him out of there. I'm not sure how long the rounds are for this one. I think it's 8 rounder or 10 rounder, but I'm expecting him to get him out of there early. And Vito melnicki's pretty good too. He's not bad. He just had, he was a young fighter in that his loss. He's a young fighter. He's a prospect coming up. So I'm expecting him to do big things in the future. So I think that's what Showtime and his team is trying to do. Just kind of move him more gradually now, and try to see what he can do in the future. Get him some easier fights, some tune-ups, and see what he can do. And then all the next fights are just fucking crazy. Well, not the matchups, but the fighters on the card is just entertaining. It's gonna be a great night of boxing, man. Next one we got Brandun Lee. He's just announced to the card. Actually, he just announced this past Saturday that he was fighting on the tank card. So that's dope. Definitely one of the better prospects. Not even a prospect now at this point. He's 26-0. So at this point, he's not a prospect. Definitely a contender at 140. Definitely been putting in work for a little minute now. He has Patrick Okane. I think he's 20-4 from Ghana. So he seems like a pretty tough guy. 17 knockouts out of the 20 victories. So that's going to be a dope one, I think. I'm definitely taking Brandun Lee. I'm thinking he's looking to get back on track too. He obviously hasn't lost, but I think he had a tough fight out his last fight. He had a pretty tough fight, but he obviously won. So I'm definitely looking for Brandun Lee to come back and get the win on this one. 20-4, 17 knockouts. That's not an easy opponent either. So we'll see. It probably makes for a great fight. See how the style Patrick Okane is compared to Brandun Lee. We'll see. But I'm excited to see Brandun Lee back in the ring, though. Very exciting 140-pounder. I think he could compete with the best of them for real. I mean, I think he can hang with the best guys at 140. So I'm excited to see his, what he has in store for the future. Definitely got to be. I'm expecting him to at least get a shot at the belt sometime within the next year or two. So we'll see what's going on with Brandun Lee. But I'm happy to see him back on his tank card. It's definitely a good look for him. He's always on pretty big Showtime cards anyway, so I'm not really surprised. But definitely a good look for him and his team. And definitely, he can showcase his skills and let the 140-pound division know, put him on notice basically that, he's coming for sure. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Brandun Lee back in there. Then next up, man, it just keep coming, man. This whole card is crazy. Just keep coming. Next up on that card, we got Demetrius Andrade, Booboo. He has Damon Nicholson, 26-4, 22 knockouts. Damn. So yeah, he's not bad. 26-4. I think he has 2 knockouts out of his 4 defeats. He's been knocked out twice. So we'll see how he handles the awkward style of Booboo Andrade. Damon Nicholson, he seems like a tough guy. I haven't seen him fight in person or live on TV, I don't believe. But he seems like a tough guy, a durable guy. I'm looking, I'm watching a press conference and everything like that. He seems confident. I'm definitely looking for him to, challenge Andrade. But, we know what Booboo Andrade is looking for. It is his first fight at 168 pounds. So we know he's looking for the big names, the Caleb Plants, the David Benavidez, obviously Charlos, Canelos, those type of guys. So we know Booboo's probably trying to get him out of here. So we'll see how Damon handles the awkward style of Booboo. I'm favoring Booboo in this one, but I didn't really want to give predictions because I'm going to do another episode on that. But I'm definitely favoring Booboo, but I'm expecting, like I said, I'm expecting Demond to give him a good challenge. So I'm excited to see Booboo back in there. It's been a long time, man. I don't know when. I don't even know when his last fucking fight was. I looked it up on BoxRec, but I didn't write it down. But I'm excited to see Booboo back in there nonetheless. So we'll see how he does. And see if he's any ring rust or anything like that. I'm not expecting it to be. I think he's a pretty hard worker, so I'm not expecting any ring rust from Booboo. Not too much, at least. He probably has to settle back in those first couple rounds, but we'll see how he does. Then next up, man, Rashidi Ellis is just keep coming. The talent on this card is crazy. Next up, Rashidi Ellis, definitely, in my eyes, a top 147 pounder. Previously with Golden Boy, things didn't go well over there at Golden Boy. They basically shelved him. Didn't fight many fights over there on Golden Boy. So he got up out of there now with PBC Showtime, and and it looks like they doing their thing. It looks like they trying to push him really pretty well. They put him on a pretty big card to get his name out there a little bit more. I don't think people, outside of pretty big boxing fans know about Rashidi Ellis, and he's a pretty talented dude. 24-0, 15 KOs. And then he has Roman Villa on Saturday, 25-1, 24 knockouts. So. Ramon's coming. He doesn't have any, big names on his resume. Rashidi's definitely the best fighter he's going to fight, probably. So I'm, like I said, I didn't want to do predictions, but we know, who we picking. We picking Rashidi to go ahead and get the job done. But Ramon Villa seems like he seems like a pretty durable guy. Like I said, 25-1, 24 knockouts. So he seems like a pretty durable guy. We'll see how he handles the test of Rashidi. Just somebody real talented, super quick, super accurate, real sharp. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see Rashidi back in there, man. He's definitely a talent to watch and a talent to, keep your eyes on for sure. So yeah, let's keep it moving, man. The next up, you already know, generational talent. In my eyes, probably the pound-for-pound #1 guy in the next couple of years, man. Jaron Ennis versus Karen C. I don't know. I can't pronounce his damn last name, bro. So I just put C. So we got Karen C. Karen's not bad, though. 21-1, 11 knockouts. He's ranked pretty high. I think 3, 4, or 5 within the sanctioned bodies, IBF, WBC, WBA, WBO, all that shit. So he's ranked pretty high within the sanctioned bodies, but I think he's just going to be outclassed this one. You know what I mean? He has, in my eyes, a generational talent, probably the most skilled guy in 147 right now. And I'm including those guys, Bud and Spence, in there as well. So, I mean, we know. I think everybody's expecting the same outcome. Boots 29-0, 27 KOs. My bad, 29-0, 27 KOs. So, I'm expecting him to get his 30th win and then move forward, man. Obviously, everybody is expecting big things from Boots. We want him to fight those big names in the sport, whether that be Stanionis, Virgil Ortiz. If Errol Spence and Crawford ever fight, the winner of that. So I think the Stanionis Virgil Ortiz fight is definitely more realistic for his next fight. If those two guys fight and the winner of that, definitely wouldn't mind seeing him in either one of those guys. I definitely think it's going to be him and Virgil Ortiz. And that's definitely a fire fight at 147. You know what I mean? Those are two arguably top 5 guys in the division. So I don't even think that's arguable. 2 top guys and 2 top 147 guys in the division. You know what I mean? 2 top 5 guys. So that's definitely a fight, all boxing fans want as well, him and Virgil Ortiz, because Virgil Ortiz is on a tear right now as well, undefeated, all knockouts. So definitely looking forward to, seeing what's next for Boots after this fight here next Saturday. And, you definitely don't want to overlook an opponent. You know what I mean? We're not saying Karen's not going to come in there and test Boots. But just with Boots' talent, man, you know what I mean? Unless he's fighting somebody the caliber of an Errol Spencer, Bud Crawford, in my eyes, I don't think I'm putting any money on anybody to beat him unless it's an Errol Spencer, Terrence Crawford. And then, even then, I'm still a little skeptical. I'll be a little nervous to bet against them. So I'm definitely really excited to see Boots. If you know me or seen any podcasts I've been on, I always speak highly of Boots and, guys like that with generational talent. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that one. And then, we got the main event. what the fuck is his name? Tank Davis, Gervonta Davis, Hector Garcia, man. Obviously, you know, Tank coming in 27-0, 25 KOs. I know he's probably looking to get 26. But Hector Garcia is definitely not a pushover by any means. You know what I mean? He's definitely coming off a big win versus Chris Colbert earlier in the year in February 2022. So that's definitely, you know, probably the biggest win in his career. Not, you know, not knocking him out, but, you know, he put a beating on it. You know, a guy that a lot of people, you know, still are saying is a generational talent. So, you know, definitely props to Hector Garcia. I think he's a great opponent for Tank. I definitely don't think it's a tune-up before the Ryan Garcia fight. I think it's a great challenge for Tank. I don't think Hector Garcia is going to come in there and lay down for him either. So I definitely am looking forward to this one. I think Tank's gonna come out there and really, you know, show what he's been working on. You know, I mean, Tank's a really hard worker. I think people kind of overlooked that a little bit with Tank because he's in the media so much, and you know, so much of the antics out of the ring. But Tank is a really hard worker, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, you know, him putting his skills on display this next Saturday. But like I said, Hector Garcia is a dog. Definitely not coming to lay down. And he just got a fighting spirit about him. You know what I mean? He's just one of those guys that just gonna fight to the end. He's really relentless, can take punches, can give punches. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. It's gonna be a great card, Showtime, PBC card. So I'm definitely looking forward to it next Saturday, January 7th. Really just wanted to hop on here and chop it up with y'all about the fights coming up and the guys on the card, what you can expect from the bigger names and kind of what you can expect from their opponents as well. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Follow me on Instagram at The Boxing Syndicate, and definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got some great interviews coming up and more videos on the way. We're going to try to get these out daily as well. So, yep, thank y'all and have a good one.